Boardrooms used to treat environmental and social governance as a PR exercise. Today, ESG compliance is a rigid financial metric that directly dictates global business valuations. When companies fail to monitor the safety and sustainability of their supply chains, the fallout involves canceled vendor contracts, massive regulatory fines, and cascading public brand damage. To insulate themselves, corporate leadership spends billions purchasing carbon credits and optimizing supply routes to reduce airborne emissions. While executives focus on the sky to solve their environmental liabilities, they frequently ignore the single largest ecological asset right beneath their feet. Our basic understanding of the planet's ecological operating system is missing a massive piece. Standard education focuses on a simplified water cycle. Water evaporates from the surface, condenses into clouds, and falls back down as rain. This elementary model leaves out the colossal, active network of underground aquifers holding the system together. In India, 75% of the country's total water needs are extracted directly from this undocumented groundwater system. Attempting to build a reliable corporate sustainability model while excluding the primary water source for the regional economy is a mathematical impossibility. Water routinely defies standard physical laws. Most liquids condense when they freeze, but water expands. And instead of gravity pulling everything downward, water exerts a buoyant force that pushes mass upward. Beyond its unusual physics, recent experiments point to a strange biological mechanic. Water actively responds to environmental stimuli, retaining a physical memory of its surroundings. Researcher Masaru Emoto exposed identical samples of water to different environments. Water left in a quiet monastery produced beautifully intricate ice crystals, while water placed inside a slaughterhouse formed disjointed, chaotic structures. Nobel laureate Dr. Luc Montagnier took this further. He mathematically diluted a DNA sample in water until no physical molecules of the original DNA remained. Yet the water retained a biological signature of that DNA, well enough to recreate the sequence in a separate lab. Water acts as a highly sensitive recording device. It physically manifests the exact ecological health or toxicity of the local environment it flows through. When you scale this dynamic behavior up to the size of a local lake or river, a surface water body functions as a heavy-duty ecological machine. Pulled by complex magnetic and gravitational forces, the molecules beneath the surface do not just flow horizontally, they move in continuous, precise vertical spirals. Microscopic whirlpools pulverize lakebed soil into ultrafine silt, opening capillary pathways that push surface water deep into the aquifer. A contaminated water body actively emits carbon, while a restored water body acts as a carbon sink, pulling particulate matter out of the smog. A single restored lake provides a dual-action mechanism for fighting regional water scarcity and urban air pollution simultaneously. For global businesses, this ecological mechanism directly translates into hard financial leverage and strict ESG compliance. This corporate data dashboard illustrates the return on investment for water restoration. Bringing one water body back to health simultaneously generates 5 distinct asset classes: water, sanitation, emission, carbon, and biodiversity credits. These credits provide direct protection against the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, or CBAM. By offsetting internal emissions with high-tier ecological credits, companies avoid the steep tariffs now levied on high-carbon imports in the EU and US, preserving their competitive margins in global markets. The planet has not lost a single drop of water to space in 4.3 billion years. The global water crisis stems from the mismanagement of existing contaminated sources rather than a loss of physical water volume. Corporate strategies built on the true mechanics of water secure resilient operations and satisfy the stringent procurement terms of major international vendors. This shift in strategy converts ecological action into a primary competitive advantage.